Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Fitri Andriani. I'm roll number 9 from 12.5. Now I will explanation about narrative text starting from definition, purpose, and then language features, generic structure, and then example of narrative text. What is narrative text? Narrative text is a type of text that tells a chronological story in the past tense. It is imaginative or imaginary in nature and aims to entertain the reader. It sometimes also presents a moral message or life values to the reader. Type of narrative text like folklore, fables, fairy tale, adventure stories, and science fiction. Okay, next, what is the purpose of narrative text? First, entertaining. Narrative texts are designed to present engaging and emotionally stimulating stories to be entertaining readers. Next, is conveying a moral message. Many narrative texts, such as fairy tales or fables, aim to provide life lessons or moral values to readers through the story they tell. 3 is sharing experience. Narrative text can be used to share personal experience so that others can learn from them. And the last is preserving tradition and history. Through narrative, stories about tradition or past historical event can be preserved for future generations to remember. The next slide is generic structure of narrative text. First is orientation. Orientation. This is opening section of narrative text. This section introduces the characters and the setting of the story, including the place, time, atmosphere, and social circumstance. 2 is complication. This section contains the problems that arise in a story. In more detail, complications are divided into 3 parts. First is rising action. The problem begins to emerge. 2 is climax, the peak of the problem. And 3 is falling action. The tension of the problem begins to decrease and a resolution begins to be found. 3 is resolution. This section contains a resolution or ending of a narrative text. A story can conclude with a happy ending, a sad ending, or a cliffhanger. 4 is reorientation or coda. The final section of a narrative text usually contains a conclusion, a moral message or moral value, or a change in character at the end of the story. Next slide is language features of narrative text. First is using the simple past tense. Narrative texts typically use the simple past tense because they tell events or stories that have already occurred. This allows readers to clearly understand the sequence of events and help them immerse themselves in the story. For example, once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a kind, generous old man. One day, as he was walking through the forest, he stumbled upon a giant squash. Amazed, he inched closer. There are past tense forms of life: to live, he is walking, to he was walking, and inch to inch, which indicate that the event has already occurred. 2 is action verbs. Are used to describe actions and activities performed by characters or the subject of a story. These verbs indicate movement, physically activity, or action that occur, such as run, walk, eat, dance, and fight. The use of action verb is essential for chronologically describing event and bringing the story to life. For example, like they danced all night long, and then she ate delicious cake, and the cat jumped on the table. We have the narrative text in here. The title is The Legend of Toba Lake. Orientation. Once upon a time, in a lush village in North Sumatra, there lived a young man named Toba. Toba was a humble and hardworking farmer who lived alone. One day, while fishing in a nearby river, Toba caught an unusual golden fish. To his surprise, the fish spoke to him, pleading for its life. Toba, taken aback but compassionate, decided to release the fish back into the water. The next day, a beautiful woman appeared at Toba's door. She revealed that she was the fish he had spared, and as a reward for his kindness, she had transformed into a human. Toba and the woman fell in love and got married, but she warned him to never reveal her true identity as a fish to anyone. They lived happily and were blessed with a son named Samosir. This part is orientation. The story begins by introducing Toba, a young man who lived in a village in North Sumatra. Next is complication. Years passed and Samosir grew into a curious and playful boy. One day, when Samosir disobeyed his mother, Toba, in a fit of anger, blurted out the secret of his wife's true identity. "You behave like the son of fish," he shouted. Upon hearing this, his wife wept bitterly. She knew that the secret was out and the curse would now come into effect. This part is complication. Toba marries a woman who turned into a fish, and then the problems arise when Toba reveals his wife's secret. Next is resolution. She instructed Samosir to run to the hills as a great disaster was about to occur. She herself transformed back into a fish and disappeared into the river. Suddenly, heavy rain began to pour and the village was flooded. The water kept rising, eventually forming a vast lake, which is now known as Lake Toba. The island in the middle of the lake is named after Samosir. This part is resolution. Toba's wife turned back into a fish and the village is submerged into water and forming Lake Toba. The final part is reorientation. Today, Lake Toba stands as a reminder of Toba's mistake and the love of and sacrifice of the fish woman. The legend of Toba Lake is told to remind people to keep their promises and to respect the ones they love. This part is reorientation or coda. Lake Toba and Samosir Island serve as reminder of Toba's mistake and his wife's sacrifice. That's the explanation about narrative text. Thank you for your attention and for watching this video until the end. I am Fitri Andriani. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.